Hey everyone, so I'm in Taipei for work, and I have an event to attend today, so I'm going to do like this gold bronzed eye look, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing and the products that I'm using. So to prime my eyes, I'm actually just going to use the LA Girl concealer in the shade Natural. I'm going to apply this creme brulee eyeshadow from WetnWild. And I'm just going to take this angled brush, fluffy angled brush, and this is from the brand Jessup. I got it on Amazon or eBay. They're really cheap brushes, but they're actually really good. And I'm just going to apply it everywhere on my lid. And I already filled in my eyebrows with powder. The weather here is actually really nice. It's like just a nice spring weather, even though it's winter. But it's definitely much warmer than it is where I live. For the eyeshadows, I'm actually just going to be using bronzers and a contour. So I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer and this WetnWild contour palette in Dulce de Leche. And I'm also going to be using this Estee Lauder palette. Taking the same brush, I'm just going to go into this color. It's kind of like a taupey, mauve-y color. And I'm just going to apply it basically on the crease and a little bit above the crease. Now I'm going to go in with the Butter Bronzer shade, and I'm actually going to get this small crease brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to apply it in the crease and a little bit above the crease. Actually, for those of you who don't know, I used to live in Taipei from 2013 of July to 2015 of July. So I was here for 2 years, but then we moved to Tianjin in 2015. So it's nice to come back. Kenny and I went to this place called The Diner, and we had been there a few times before, and I got this veggie burger. It was like a portobello mushroom burger, and it was really good. Their French toast was good. So I was thinking of like doing this series with like the best burgers, but of course it's going to be focused around Beijing, not Taipei, because we like to eat burgers. Kenny really loves burgers, and I like veggie burgers more so. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but I do like veggie burgers. Now I'm just going to take the same fluffy angled brush that had the Estee Lauder shade and just blend away. I don't own many eyeshadow palettes, so I like to use what I have, and I personally like using bronzers and contour palettes as eyeshadows. It works all the same. So my skin has been loving the humidity here. It's more plump, it's not as dry. I have like really bad dry skin, but here it's been really good so far. When I used to live here though, I used to complain a lot about the humidity, because like in the summer it's so hot and so humid, and I would shower like twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day to refresh, because like it just makes you feel sticky and sweaty. I'm going to take the dark shade from this contour palette, and I'm just literally going to focus it like in the crease. I'm not going to bring it up. So I'm placing it in the crease and a little bit on the outer edge of the crease. Blending brush from e.l.f. and I'm just blending everything together. I washed all my brushes before coming here. So I decided to, film this like get ready with me. This is kind of my take on like a glam get ready with me. I'm really excited. It's the event is actually like banquet. So if you live like in Asia around Chinese New Year or Spring Festival, your employer will like make this banquet, and you just like give out awards during that banquet and have dinner, and it's just like a nice work event where you can like get ready and look nice, and yeah, it's nice. So they flew us out from Tianjin, Kenny and I wear this like nice Calvin Klein dress that I got at Ross. Every year I go back to the States, I make sure to get like a Calvin Klein dress at Ross, because they're discounted and they're like really good. You just gotta make sure if it's you, it's like a hit or miss. This one is kind of like a bluish grayish, and it's very simple, but has a silver zipper down the back. So I'll show you my outfit at the end of the video. Even though my zipper is like silver, I'm just gonna do a gold eye. Fluffy blending brush from WetnWild, which I love this one. So moving on, I'm gonna take this small crease brush and I'm gonna use this shade in the Estee Lauder palette, like a dark brown black plum. And I'm just gonna place it on the outer edge of my eye. And now I'm gonna take this blending brush and go back and forth and just blend out. So now I'm going to take this gold shade from this, oh yeah, that's Kenny in the background. I don't know if you can see him.
No, don't see me.
So I'm just taking literally this little applicator. I don't make a big deal about what to use. I think it works perfectly fine, honestly. I think oftentimes, honestly, like on YouTube, a lot of people make a big deal about not having the proper brushes or whatever, but you know, I think it's okay to make do with what you have. And this works literally just as well as like a packing brush. Moving on to the shadow, I'm going to use the shade Get Lucky, and this is the Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop. I'm keeping it on the lash line and up. I'm just gonna add some of this shade from WetnWild, tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna place it right in the crease. This one goes everywhere in the crease. Take the Estee Lauder dark shadow and I'm just gonna pat this one on the edge. Now I'm just gonna take this blending brush from e.l.f. and blend away more creme brulee, and it's okay if it goes into the other shade. It's a very nice transition. Last but not least, just take this very clean e.l.f. blending brush and blend everything together. Now I'm going to take another one of these little applicators. This is different than the one I had for the Estee Lauder palette. And dab it into the Get Lucky shade. I'm just going to mist it. And I'm applied wet on the lid. Really trying to focus this just literally on the lid by my lash line and patting it upward. And with no added product on this crease brush, I'm literally just going in and just swiping it back and forth. I'm not going to add anything more. Alright, so I applied my liner off camera. I used the LA Girl Gel Pro Liner in Berry Black. And I also curled my eyelashes using this Innisfree eyelash curl and applied some sumptuous bold volume lifting mascara from Estee Lauder. This is my favorite mascara ever. I applied this primer, the Ordinary Height Here in Silicone Primer, to my nose and my cheeks and my forehead and chin, and just kind of like focused it there. And I also used the Ordinary's High Spreadability Fluid Primer, and I applied this everywhere and on my neck. I think if you're oily skin, you probably wouldn't like this one. So now I'm just going to move on to the face. First, I'm going to apply some concealer. This is the Missha Signature Cream Concealer and Extreme Cover Concealer in the shade 23. And it's a cream product. Literally, just dip your finger in there. A little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to apply it to, see, just this much goes a long way. It's very high coverage. I'm applying it to my dark circles. And I just use my fingers to blend everything out. Now, I'm going to use this Benefits Girl Meets Pearl highlighter. And I'm just going to apply this on the high points of my cheeks before I apply foundation. It's just going to give like a glow from within type of look. You can also mix it into your foundation if you want, but I'm not going to do that because I've already, you know, applied a more hydrating primer underneath. And this is all literally what I do. Whatever's left over down my nose, and that's it. Ordinary's High Coverage Foundation in 2.0 Neutral. And I'm just going to do 1 pump, 2 pumps. And that's enough. I don't want to do too much. I mean, if you really want like full coverage, maybe do 4 pumps, but I'm fine with just that. Now I'm just using this WetnWild foundation brush. I've been loving this brush lately, and I'm just going to apply it everywhere. The shade is not perfect, but it's okay. I've been really liking this brush. I think it blends product well. Before this brush, I hated using brushes for foundation. I don't apply foundation to the bridge of my nose. I do apply primer, but not foundation. And I apply highlighter, but not foundation. I haven't been doing that in a really long time. Maybe in a few months, and I really like how my makeup looks more so. I already dampened my sponge, and I just literally pounce it everywhere. I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to use the pointy end of my beauty sponge to really blend this together. And these mint parfait chocolate. I love these. So good. So good. The LA Girl concealer in the shade Almond. Ooh, I feel a little bit red right now, I'm not gonna lie. Whew. It's a little bit warm here, like the humidity. No joke, man. Fluffy brush from Jessup. This one, it's angled. It's different than the other one I have. And I'm just gonna blend it into the skin. Really nice brush, I like it. My first time using it for contour, cream contour. But I just thought, I'm like, you know what? It actually seems like it would work really, really well for contouring with cream. And so far, I have to say I'm right. Man, this is really good brush. This is a Missha coloring multi-stick in coral dressing. And just applied it on the apples of my cheeks. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. And blending it out with this little brush it comes with. And I like to bring whatever I have down my neck because I think it's more of a natural look. Because I naturally have rosacea and have very rosy cheeks. So hence why I think it's good for that. Now, moving on. Again, a little bit more concealer. So I'm just going to apply that much. And kind of just pat it in rather than with the beauty sponge. I like doing it this way more so. I think it covers more ground. This is another Jessup brush, and it's a fluffy, kind of like stippling brush in a way. And I'm using the LA Girl HD, or LA Girl Pro Powder HD setting powder. Take a little bit of it and tap off the excess. It's like really powdery. See that? I don't know how I feel about it. It is very like finely milled, I'm not gonna lie. But there's something about it that's a little bit like on the crevices of my nose. Right here. And I'm just going to apply some of this here so I can do the rest. Brush, it's a NARS brush, but I think it's a knockoff. I got it on, I think it was eBay. I've only used it a few times, but it's actually really good. And I'm going to take this contouring palette from WetnWild and literally just dab it. And I'm really going to tap off the excess. I'm just going to place this literally here. I'm just dabbing it rather than swiping it. I'm just going to take this brush. It's a clean angled brush. Tapping off the excess. And I'm just going to bronze up the skin and kind of blend everything together here. And I'm going for the bronzer on my temples. Here. And actually, I'm going to place the butter bronzer on my jawline rather than the contour shade on the jawline. I'm going to go in with Wisp from ColourPop. And you can use your beauty blender or your beauty sponge. I have done that before. So I'm just going to go here on my brow bone. And I'm just swirling it all the way down. I'm just going to take Milani's Luminoso blush and this brush from WetnWild. It's a blush brush. I should have zoomed in earlier. Okay. I'm going to go in with Wisp more and really intensify it here. Right now I think it's a little bit too intense, to be honest. I probably should have gone a little bit more subtle with it, but it is what it is. Take off everything, dust off all the excess. Dust off all the excess I have. And really just go in and try to blend everything a bit more. So I've applied another coat of the mascara, and I'm gonna, or the same little applicator, I'm just gonna get lucky, and I'm gonna just apply it to the like first half of my bottom lash line, and I'm just gonna drag it a little bit down. The butter bronzer, and I'm gonna take this I forgot what it's called, like lower lash line brush from WetnWild, but starting like in the middle part, so on top over the gold is, since we went halfway, starting at the halfway point and taking it out. Now taking the WetnWild one, go in with the darkest shade, the one that we've been using as like the dark brown shade, and I'm just gonna apply this one like on the outer 1/3. I'm gonna take this little dark shade that we've been using from Estee Lauder and just patting it onto this here. Apply some of the dark shade, pat it, go this way and into the crease. I'm just gonna use the LA Girl Pro Glide Liner. I think it's in the shade like Champagne or something like that, I'm not sure. And I'm just gonna apply it on my inner corner, and I'm just gonna apply the tiniest bit amount to my brow bone, like domed brush. And I tight lined using the LA Girl Pro Glide gel liner in Very Black. And I also applied the Sumptuous mascara to my lower lashes. Now I'm gonna apply some brow gel, and this is the Missha Color Setting Brown Mascara in the shade 01 Cocoa Brown. My eyebrows are sisters, they are not twins. I always struggle, one of them looks thicker than the other one. So I personally like a very thick eyebrow. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, they're already dried. This is a Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Berry Red. Here you see my lip is like goes up, here it's more full on this side. Cherry Frost from Wet n Wild. I love a red lip. To really finish everything off, I'm just taking the same foundation brush, and since I didn't apply any powder here and here on the brow bone, since some of the brow product got on there, I'm just gonna sweep it here to kind of clean up that mess. So to finish everything off, I'm just gonna mist my face, and this is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Spray or Setting Spray. Like I said, I put it here in a bottle, traveling bottle, and then I'm gonna top it off with the Milani 16-hour wear setting spray. So now I'm just gonna dab everything onto the skin. So this is my finished look, and yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'll show you. You want to show them your outfit? No. This is just my outfit. Like I said, I got it at Ross, and I'll turn around. And yeah, this is just like the detail. Is the zipper goes all the way down. Here I think it's better lighting actually. This is the bathroom lighting. My hair turned out okay, I think. I just took out the buns. I really don't care. Earrings. See if I can show you the back. So this is my dress. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Bye!